Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Professor Media Dr. Syahrir. Today, we group 3, me, Adolescent Shahril, Nurul Afifah and Nurul Syazwani will be presenting our psychosocial issues, which is study pressure. Our agenda for today is the causes of study pressure, which is going to be presented by Nurul Afifah. Second is effects of study pressure, will be presented by Nurul Syazwani. The third will be by me, about relationships with adolescent brain development, and the fourth one is by us, trying to educate adolescents with our psychosocial issue with study pressure. So we'll be moving on to Nurul Afifah. Nurul Afifah will be presenting the causes of study pressure.
Okay, about the cause of study pressure. So for my opinion, one of the cause of happennya study pressure ni, the target is too high to achieve. Di mana the students put the higher target that they want to achieve in their study result. Contohnya macam bila dia letakkan target yang terlalu tinggi, bila kita tengok kejayaan orang lain ni, kita beranggapan bahawa okey, aku nak dapat macam tu juga. So kalau dia dapat A semua, so I nak dapat A semua juga. So bila dia letak satu pengharapan untuk mencapai satu target yang terlalu tinggi, bila dia tak dapat, dia akan jadikan satu tekanan untuk dia belajar. And the second one, want to maintain the dignity of the family. Masuk dekat sini bila mana our sisters or brother be a successful person, berjaya. Jadi bila dia macam nak jadikan satu tradisi tau, bila mana okay, family ni kakak dia berjaya, abang dia berjaya, jadi dia yang adik ni mesti berjaya juga, mesti dapat cemerlang macam mana kakak dan abang dia. Jadi satu tekanan untuk dia, sedangkan belajar tu boleh jadi satu benda yang enjoy. Tapi bila dia rasa macam satu benda yang perlu dia capai, nak dapat seimbang macam kakak abang dia, jadi satu tekanan balik untuk dia belajar. And yang ketiga, want to fulfill the expectations of parents and teachers. Dia kalau di sini dia mau kepada macam, contoh dia macam kita nak balas jasa ibu dan ayah ataupun guru-guru bagi mengharapkan kita untuk okay, I think you can do this, I think you boleh dapat setanding dengan dia. Jadi bila belajar tu dia rasa macam okay, aku nak banggakan mak ayah aku, nak balas jasa mereka, nak buktikan apa yang cikgu tu harapkan kat aku, and kena belajar sungguh-sungguh. Jadi kadang-kadang benda tu sebenarnya impact positif, kan kita boleh nampak daripada sudut positif. Tapi bila benda terlalu push dia punya diri, dia jadi macam tekanan untuk dia belajar balik. Okay, yang keempat, insufficient learning equipment. Kalau kat sini kita boleh tengok isu COVID sekarang lah. Pelajar dah mula belajar PDPR kan. Dan bila belajar PDPR ni perlukan laptop, gadget, phone dan juga internet. Jadi bila mana berlakunya tak ada internet, gangguan internet ataupun laptop, tak ada phone, bermasalah, benda tu jadi pembelajaran tu tak going smoothly. Bila tak going smoothly, dia akan mengganggu lah. Dia jadi ketinggalan dan sebagainya. And number 5, financial problems. Kat sini masalah kewangan lah. Bila mana dia terpaksa bekerja sambil belajar. Kalau kita tengok dalam skop students, sekolah menengah ataupun sekolah rendah, kita mungkin akan fikir macam, mana ada orang bekerja sambil belajar, mana ada student bekerja sambil belajar. Tapi kita tengok daripada sudut pandang, mungkin yang family ni ada bisnes. Contohnya, niaga burger ke ataupun kedai runcit ke, bila dia habis belajar je, okay. Parents akan cakap, okay, tolong Sat tengok kedai ni. Tolong tengok Sat siapa datang. Jadi dia macam, okay, I need time to study. Then, I kena bahagikan masa untuk help parents. Untuk sebab kewangan kan, masalah kewangan. Jadi kena tolong. Jadi benda tu macam, jadi satu kadang-kadang, dia jadi satu tekanan balik. Sebab dia kena bahagikan masa untuk berhadapan dengan masalah kewangan dan juga belajar dia. Okay, yang keenam, environmental influences. It's more kepada our aunts lah, family ke ataupun jiran-jiran ke, yang mana bila dia jadi satu competition tau. Bila mana jiran ataupun mak saudara ke ayah saudara ke mula membandingkan pencapaian, our achievement ataupun our result in exam dengan anak diorang. Jadi bila jadi macam tu, kita jadi macam, aku nak belajar. Tapi bila aku belajar ni, segala apa kita panggil, keputusan kita dijadikan satu persaingan, perbandingan dengan adik-beradik ke, ataupun dengan sepupu sepapat ke, jiran tetangga ke. Jadi benda tu akan bagi tekanan. Sedangkan belajar ni benda yang enjoy. For me, that's the cause of study pressure. So how about what do you think, Nisa?
Ya, betul. Lagipun financial problem kan bila kita nak create sesuatu, so kita nak buat sesuatu yang So, moving on to Syazwani with our effects of study pressure.
Okay, so because of study pressure that student had, there are a lot of effects that can take a toll on them. So the first one is loss of self-discipline because they feel like they are trapped in this bubble. So they don't want to be trapped in that bubble again. So they kind of memberontak, you know what I mean? And then the second one is unhealthy competition in learning because of all of this pressure that are around them, they feel the need to get competitive, and it can get unhealthy and out of control. For example, if that person got second place, it is good enough, right? But she cannot cope with having someone else getting ahead of her, getting the first place, so that become unhealthy. And then the third one is loss of enthusiasm in learning. So because of all this study pressure, they lost interest in learning. And then the fourth one is leads to increase of dropout. This is because they feel like they can't take it anymore, they can't learn anymore, you know what I mean? So they end up quitting school and quitting from learning, and then it leads to dropout. And then the last one is it can lead to mental health issue. So for example, anxiety and depression. It is very common from study pressure, since they are constantly getting pressurized by their environment and factors that Afifah has explained before. So what do you think?
So for me lah, the number two, right, unhealthy competition in learning. Kita boleh nampak kadang-kadang pelajar ni dia selalu nak capai kejayaan tu sampai kan menipu. Jadi benda tu dah tak jadi. Itu bukan fitrah kita belajar. Sebab tu kita boleh katakan unhealthy competition in learning tu. Itulah kesan daripada study pressure tu yang kita nampak sebenarnya. Okay, so we can move on to Lisa.
Okay, for our second last agenda is the relation to adolescent brain development. So number one is that they seek social attention. Now, adolescents, they want their peers, they want them to see them as maybe someone who's better, or that they want to be seen in particular. So they want the stress that they they seek social attention because they want people to see them. They want their peers to be like, oh, this one's she's smart, or she did this, or she got in this. So they seek social attention in terms of study pressure. And the second one is the amygdala hijack. Now, adolescents, the brain depends more on the amygdala, which is the part of the brain which processes emotions. Compared to adults, they are more dependent on the prefrontal cortex. Now, prefrontal cortex are like, they think logical first. So like the adolescents, they feel more and then when they get older, then they think logically afterwards. But in the adolescents aspect, they'll think, if I didn't get this, then it's sad, or they move around the whole day, and that's why they're more prone to feeling more to they act logically and what they can do or what they did. For example, if they follow if they go into the hijack, they follow their emotions, and which is more. For example, in the third issue, which is poor judgment and impulsive rational thinking, they by alami the amygdala hijack, they might hurt themselves because they feel that they need to study this, study that, and if they don't, then they are not good enough. And if they're not good enough, then they hurt themselves. Or maybe cut themselves there. So they're impulsive in their rational thinking, and that makes them those things makes the brain because of the amygdala hijack. So to stop the amygdala hijacks, to like stop for a moment and use your rational thinking. So if I do this, will it really help me? If I cut myself, will it really help me, or should I stop and think what should happen next? Okay, so we should move on to our plan. Our plan for our study project. Just number one is the quiz. Afifah, would you like to?
So, about the quiz. So maybe we can give some question to the audience that join our program. So from that we can know sebenarnya berapa ramai daripada audience kita tu yang menghadapi situasi sebegini, situasi tekanan dalam belajar. Dan yang mungkin soalan-soalan tu ataupun kuis-kuis tu akan relate kepada keadaan diri mereka dan juga tekanan belajar tu sendiri. And the number two, maybe we can our plan to do motivational online forum. So kat sini kita akan buat satu forum di mana kita akan bagi talk tentang study pressure. Betul. Dan based on it, mungkin audience kita akan faham, mungkin audience kita akan realise sebenarnya this is the situation that happened to me. Kadang-kadang kita tak perasan, kadang-kadang audience kita mereka sendiri bukan tak perasan. Inilah yang saya lalui sebenarnya. Kan? Dan mereka tak tahu macam mana nak berhadapan dengan benda tu.
Dengan online forum tu juga, diorang dapat berinteraksi, dia tengok orang lain pun ada juga study pressure. So dan dia bukan seorang saja yang alami dia. So diorang boleh explain or they can share the experiences of the study pressure. Kan? Syazwani, what do you think?
I think that's great.
So the target audience is grade 6 and form 1, right? So why? Because while we're doing the primary school and the secondary is because some kids who's grade 6 have a different mindset compared to form 1 and form 5. So by doing this online forum, you can see their different perspective on study pressure, their different experiences in study pressure. That's our plan in doing our psychosocial issues. So I think that's all. Would anyone like to add anything? No. Okay. So thank you. That is all.
Bye.